Got some chicken. Then we've got some garlic and herb seasoning. The recipe specifically calls for, the Pampered Chef garlic and herb seasoning, which I highly recommend. However, I don't have that. I do have some of my 3 onion rub, so I put some of that in there. And some of the other guys, meaning aka Walmart, garlic and herb seasoning, and mix it up together. Some olive oil. Turn this to sear. I'll just put in some of the chicken to sear it all up. You can hear it start to sizzle a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and add them in. These are just chopped up to bite-sized pieces. Don't over-fill it because you want it to actually sear. Let that go and mix it around and get nice and rounded up and toasty. Okay, so it's all browned up. Again, you can tell the little round bits in there. That will come up with adding the chicken broth. So that looks pretty, just like it is, honestly. And add the rest back in the first batch. And kind of follow the recipe, kind of been using more chicken and more pasta than it calls for, just because why not. So I'm going to shut off the sear now by canceling. That gives you good if you actually press the button. Okay, and that'll stop the bottom burner. And then you just add the rest of the ingredients from the recipe. Okay, so next you need to add, 1 cup of water. I am going to put 2 because I am doubling up on the pasta. And I am using chicken broth instead of water. You shouldn't let me use either. But I like the addition of the chicken broth. I think it makes it just that much more yummy. And since I'm doubling the pasta, I need to double the, double chicken broth. Oh, actually, I need just 2 cups, which I already did. So that's 2 cups. And our handy dandy, let's put that little extra in there. Our handy dandy measure all. And stir that around. See, it's bringing up some of those nice bits, making a really nice broth for this to cook in. And all of that yummy flavor will be added along with into the pasta itself. And then I've got 3 cups here. I need 1 more cup of pasta going in. Add another cup. That measuring mark's right in there. Oh, right in there. Bing! basically a whole box of penne. Sure, I could toss the rest in and be fine. And then got the pasta sauce. Run-of-the-mill pasta sauce, whatever you want to use. I've used generic, I've used marinara, and I'm using a chunky one. We don't like a ton of sauce, so that's part of why I'm just kind of going for my own thing. If I were using water, obviously I'd go ahead and rinse that out and get the last little bits out of there, but I'm not today. Stir that up. You don't have to even do a lot of stirring, really. I think it's more my OCD, to be really honest. Okay. For those of you with Instapots, you're familiar with some of this setup probably. I was not. You just have the lid with a gasket, basically, a ring in there that helps with the sealing for the pressure cooker. Okay, might just make sure that's all seated. You make sure that these pieces are not, don't have anything stuck to them or anything, so that if there's any problems, when you set it on, it makes a little chime for you. And then you turn it to closed. One thing you want to make sure you do is that this little ring here, this little release area, that's where the steam is going to come out. There's a symbol just like this on that. And make sure that they're like matching with each other. This is not back here, it needs to be over here, matching up to this. And if this is straight up, so that that pushes that against, mostly against the handle, so that it's in the down position. You'll notice right here is a red button that's down inside. When it comes to full pressure, that will pop completely up, and that's when your cooking time will start on your machine. And then this is as easy as pressing custom and custom right there. And then, oh goodness. Oh yes, adjusting the time to 5 minutes. I am gonna make it a little longer than 5 minutes just because I did double everything. And I just don't trust it because I'm not a pressure cooker person. So I will eventually get to the point where I have complete and utter faith that 5 minutes is truly 5 minutes. But this is 8 minutes. Unfortunately, it flashes weird on the video, but it does say 8 minutes. And I'm ready to press start. Okay, you'll see this going around and around. That tells you that it's coming to pressure with the liquid that's in there. And once that starts to happen and it's fully at pressure, like I said, that red button will pop up and your 8 minutes will show up here and start counting down. Okay, so while that's cooking, I am going to go ahead and shred up some cheese with my microplane shredder, the coarse one. It has a nice safety cover. Protect your fingers, or fingers when you're getting it out of the cabinet. And you can, of course, do this as like you would any other grater. Just, you know, shred. But we also have this that comes with this. There's tines that the cheese actually pushes into. This portion right here slides right onto there. And it can sit like this so that you can put the cheese on here, put the cheese in there, and slowly push down on the cheese while you're grating, and never a finger shall get shredded. I have a large piece of cheese right now, so honestly, I'm going to do a no-no and do it without that. But it is really nice. The other thing about this device is that it sits like this, at this position. It can also sit straight out, so it can be on top of a bowl or whatever. and then the middle position, and then it also folds completely out for storage. So along with the protective cover, makes it really convenient for storage and not injuring yourself. Can you tell I've done that before with other items, with other shredders? But yeah, it's very sharp. Does a really nice job. Get a really great shred. There is a micro version of this as well. I believe they call it the fine microplane. This one is the coarse microplane. And both of them come with that protector cover, as well as the protective guard for when you have smaller pieces of cheese, or if you're just having your kids help you when you're cooking dinner. In general, you would always want them to have that, of course, to keep them safe. As you can see, I have a nice big pile of cheese going on there because our family likes cheese. I like cheese. We really like cheese. Anyway, so I put on the guard for grating because I got down to a smaller piece of cheese. And I'm going to go ahead and put that right onto those tines. And that pushes the handle down in that position so that when I grate, I can use that. And you can see, well, it's gone. It's out of there. And it's out of here as well, I think you can see. And really, all that's left are these little tiny remnants that are just as good as if it had been shredded, basically. So, pretty convenient. And now I have a ginormous pile of glorious cheese. Actually, 2 piles, I guess, technically. We're at 1 right now. And I thought I'd show you the red button that is now lifted, and it's hot. This is not hot, but the button is hot because, of course, the steam was coming up through that to push it up in position to say it's on and add pressure. Sorry, had a couple things about beeping, but this just beeped to tell me that it is done. And now it goes back to just 3 zeros, which again, you can't tell because the video doesn't allow you to see that it's just a set stay, not blinking like it looks like on the video, zeros. And what will happen now is it will go into an automatic keep warm cycle. So it will start timing up from 0 to 1 and then keep going up to tell you how long it's been on the warm setting. I did not want it on the warm setting. I need to hit cancel, which is also the keep warm button that if you're choosing for keep warm, just hit cancel, and that goes back to this blinking. And then we go to release the pressure. And I'll move this forward just a little bit so it doesn't get my cabinets. I usually turn it sideways, but my cabinets are just too darn close. And this is your steam release. Now you can do a natural release for a certain amount of time, and you can use that timer, the keep warm timer, that times up to let you know how long that, natural release has been going on. But for this recipe, it actually calls for a manual release, so you just press this button in. And as you can see, it's far enough away when I'm pressing that button that it's totally comfortable. Like I had no pain, nothing, not a problem. Same thing on this side, just warm but not hot. So this body makes it really nice for little hands that might be around, or just for yourself accidentally hitting something you don't want to hit. And once the steam is completely released, this red button will go completely down. And then I'll be open. Red button's down. We're ready to open it up. And it sings to you again. And inside is this scrumptious meal. Chicken Parmesan pasta. So to this, I'm going to stir it first. And then I'm just going to add the Parmesan cheese. I cheated and bought shredded, but because I doubled everything, of course I doubled the cheese. So the Parmesan cheese goes right in. Sure that ran into there. And then we add, let me move my stuff out of the way over here. We'll add the amazing mozzarella that we shredded earlier to the top. So I'm gonna do that without making too much of a mess. That's the lovely thing about the flexible mats. So we just top it like this and spread it out. Put the lid back on. Okay, put the lid back on, close it, and we're gonna wait 3 or 4 minutes. I've already got prepared some panko breadcrumbs here with some melted butter that you just warm up in the microwave for 45 seconds or so, and it kind of gets browned up a little bit for you without having to heat anything up on the stove top or in the oven. And we'll finish this off with dipping it up and sprinkling it with some of this yummy panko.